I wasn't necessarily planning on talking about it, but I did, and I felt supported. What it's like being a parent to a medically complex child. How embarrassing for this to be like my first time here. It's like that TikTok sound, but like, I hope you're ready for nothing. Good morning, happy Monday. I've got eggs for breakfast and my coffee that I just made, and I'm gonna sit and eat this before getting on to the work day. I thought it would be great to do just a regular work week in the life. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, we have some fun things planned outside of work, and then obviously 40 hours of the week we'll be at work too. It is a little bit chilly today, starting at 37 degrees, and I also wanted to show you social work outfits this week. I feel like that's a common comment that I get is like, what do you wear in a day? And I think it is a little funny because working in a hospital, obviously my outfits are going to be different than if you're not working in a hospital, but we can kind of talk more about that later. I am sitting down and kind of just looking at the calendar for the week, making sure I know where I'm going to be and when I'm supposed to be there, make sure I don't miss anything, jot down a couple to-dos for each day, just getting a good start to the Monday. Okay, first outfit of the week, we are starting with kind of the building blocks that make what I wear every single day. You're gonna learn that really quickly. The most thing that changes is colors. I am wearing figs for pants, figs scrub pants. I wear the Zamora joggers and I get them in their petite size because that fits my leg height the best. I like these because they have a side pocket and they're jogger style, which I just prefer. And then for shirt, this is actually a new one, but I am wearing a Lululemon Swiftly Tech long sleeve. I get the race length, again for height purposes. And between the colors I have of the figs and the Swiftly Techs, I just find this to be like such a fun and comfortable combination. And then obviously just a sweatshirt over it for warmth and coziness purposes. This one is a Purgatory sweatshirt that I actually got from Zach's grandparents' like condo. Whenever they were selling it, they were like, you can have anything you want, and this was what I found that I wanted. So I have this Purgatory sweatshirt. This is definitely not an outfit that I have worn in every social work position that I have had. Other ones that I have had have been various levels of professionalism needed. Whenever I worked at the school, you could wear jeans as long as they like weren't ripped, but then like jeans and a nice top or a skirt and a nice top was kind of the school's vibe. And then in jail, it was more so business casual, and I would always wear like long cardigans. Like it was business casual with an emphasis on modesty as well, working with teenage boys. So this would not have flown like in either of those two locations, but I do like in the hospital, I could wear business casual if I wanted to, or I can wear a more scrub outfit as I wear now. There's really not much reason for me to wear scrubs other than just like comfort and working in the hospital. Like I definitely do like sit on the floor sometimes or like interact with patients to where scrubs are much more comfortable and maybe more hygienic, I'm not sure. But I'm not like dealing with bodily fluids or anything in the ways that other healthcare professionals are that would require them to wear scrubs. So this is definitely my preference. Sometimes I do think about wearing like more business casual again on days just to kind of like look good, feel good, but I haven't really started doing that. We might play around with it this week though, maybe. A little bit busy week at work, but I don't think I have anything today, which is nice. So we gotta get going. The only thing in addition to this that I add to my outfit is my name badge and shoes, which I kind of have a cycle that I go between. Today I'm wearing a pair of Asics that are quite old and so just like soft and broken in. I messed up my ankle somehow, I don't know how, but it's kind of swollen to be totally honest. And so the shoes that I need are the like loosest, most comfortable ones for today. Marked safe from a Monday. It was very slow, honestly, today, which was great. And I always like love when it's a slow day for a social worker too, because busy days for social workers mean that there are a lot of people needing a social worker. And slow days for a social worker means there's not as many things going on, which is kind of nice for everybody involved. I did have a perinatal social work like support group supervision today. which we have monthly, and I feel like I've been attending for over a year now, and it genuinely, I feel like has only gotten like more and more beneficial the more that we have attended. I've mentioned it a couple times on the channel, but it's just like a support group basically with social workers who are my direct co-workers in the cardiac units, and then my like NICU colleagues and one of my fetal program colleagues, since it's perinatal. So we all work with families who, for some, are pregnant, just gave birth, or are postpartum, which is a very just unique time of life for people and comes with like unique strengths and challenges and things to navigate and resources that come with it. And so it really is just like great to get around like-minded people, because not only is it good to bounce off ideas and like resources and everything, but it also is just great for like support and community, which I wasn't like going into this meeting specifically planning on talking about a hard day that I had last week, a hard thing that happened last week. If you watched my recent day in the life video, it's the same event that I am referring to. I wasn't necessarily planning on talking about it, but I did, and I felt supported. Zach's calling. Hello?
I couldn't wait to finish my walk to talk to you.
Oh my
So
goodness. That's so cute.
That's so cute.
Had to do some dinner strategizing since we didn't have a real plan, but now I will wash the dish, wash the pan so that it's ready for Zach, and he's planning on cooking when he gets home. Love that. The juice that I was having back here, we made this yesterday. It has papaya in it, which papaya's not like an absolute favorite of mine, but it's been a long time since I've had it, and I mean, it is good. But it was papaya, golden beet, orange, and grapefruit juice all together. So quite refreshing. I feel like the papaya and the golden beet brought some depth to the orange and grapefruit in a way that really turned out really good. I have been still loving my juicer, if you cannot tell. The to-dos for tonight after feeding ourselves are wedding thank you cards until we get those done, just because I've mentioned this before too, but we're trying to do handwritten notes, both me and Zach, and all of the cards, and that's like over 100 thank yous that we're sending, which is amazing because like we feel that thankful to those people, and so we want to be able to put it in writing and send it to them too. But I am having to like break up the times that we're doing it because that's a lot of writing, and my hand, like this hand does not hand write that much anymore, like at a time. So my stamina is low, but we're gonna work on it. The book I'm reading is called More Than We Expected by James Robinson, and I'm reading it. I should have started it sooner. James himself is coming to do a talk at the hospital. It follows 5 years with a remarkable child. His kid was born with a single ventricle heart, which is a big diagnosis that has 3 palliative surgeries that kids get in the first week of life, around 4 to 6 months of life, and then around like 3 to 7 years of life, depending on how they're doing. And so I wish I was further in it. I did want to read it before listening to him talk because I felt like that would give good context, but I'm about a third of the way into it. So I am going to read it this morning as I am having breakfast and see if I can like fit any pages in, but the talk starts at like 10 today, so I'm definitely not going to be finishing it, but it is really good. I will be finishing it. I just won't be finishing it before the talk. And I mean, it's a memoir, so it's not like it can get spoiled. Like I already know what's going to happen. It's more so just the journey of hearing his thoughts and his takeaways as a parent of a child with congenital heart disease. Genuinely, I've been really enjoying it. It's very well written. I read for like an hour and 45 minutes yesterday, and it did not feel like that long at all. Like I was just flying through it. So if that is something that interests you, I'll let you know more about the talk after I hear him speak, but More Than Expected by James Robinson. He He talked at a conference that some of our doctors went to, and they were just like so enamored with him basically that they got him to come here as well. So I am really excited for that. And then a committee that I'm part of is having a lunch and discussion afterwards. So that gets to be part of my day today, which is pretty exciting. Okay, good morning. Before leaving for work, I wanted to do another outfit of the day. I'm wearing the exact same pants. I feel like 2 days in a row is what I feel. I honestly would probably feel comfortable going longer without washing, but I feel like other people wouldn't. So 2 days in a row, black Zamora figs, joggers, scrubs. And then I am again wearing a long sleeve Swiftly Tech from Lulu. This is obviously like a little sage green, tealy color that I really am a big fan of. And then this is my work bag. I realized I didn't show you that yesterday. It is relatively new. It got sent to me by Simple Modern. I think it's their Harper Tote is what it's called. I do have a link and I think a code for this one, which I can put in the description, but I do like it. In the outside pockets is where I just drop my keys, and then I have like lip gloss, and then people ask for like a what's in my social work bag often, but it's like that TikTok sound, but like, I hope you're ready for nothing. Right now I have the book in there and my Kindle, literally just like my wallet, deodorant, my water cup, some streamers that I think I brought to put in my desk and then just haven't yet, and a couple tampons. That's what's in my work bag. So it's really nothing revolutionary, but I do like it, and I like this color as well. It's their almond color, almond birch, I believe. Ready for another day of social working. Excited for the speaker. This is bold. I'm not wearing a sweatshirt today. It's supposed to get up to 70. It's only 40 right now, but it is supposed to get up to 70. So no sweatshirt for I think the first time since winter started. The talk today was so good, so moving, so powerful, and I definitely did not finish the book before the talk. That would have been really hard considering I started it last night, but listening to his talk, there are now like parts of the book that I'm very curious about and like very interested in hearing more about via the book, which I was kind of worried it would be the opposite, where like I would hear him talk about it and I'd be like, okay, like now I know, but I honestly am just even more so interested, and it's just such a good look into what it's like being a parent to a medically complex child. And then after the talk, we got to have like a discussion and lunch with him, and I just loved it. I thought it was very cool. It did make for like a fast moving afternoon though, because after that lunch I basically had to fit like 8 hours of social work into about 4 hours, 3 hours. So I was kind of just like on my feet. It was a little bit difficult just because I feel like my to-do list was a web. It was not a list, and so I just kept having to like re-go over and be like, okay, have I missed anything? Like, have I addressed everything I need to address? And like trying to really prioritize like what needed to be today versus what can be tomorrow. Like, it was just a lot of thinking, which kind of exhausted me. And waking up at 4:55 has gotten easier, but my stamina to do it multiple days in a row really does push me to start going to bed like very early. It is 8:52 right now, and once we're done here, I'm going to bed, like to sleep. I'm already in bed. But I mean, workouts have been going well. Tomorrow for work, I have a staff meeting in the afternoon, which I always love. Love seeing people, love getting updates. And I do think in my 3 hours of doing 8 hours worth of social work today, I got a lot of stuff done. Like, I didn't leave actually too much stuff for myself for tomorrow. Obviously tomorrow will bring its own new things, but there's not too much that's like shifting into tomorrow from today. Today's outfit, I am wearing my favorite color from Lululemon. This is called Legacy Green. I don't know why it is Legacy, but it's just this dark green and I've been loving it. And then what's kind of funny, and like I should have realized I love this color so much sooner, but like this is a sweatshirt that I'm gonna wear today. It's my Malaga sweatshirt that I got when I studied abroad, that I will genuinely, like, I want to be buried in this sweatshirt. I will not be okay if this sweatshirt ever has anything happen to it. I have lived in this sweatshirt for the past like 5 years. So it is my my sweatshirt of the day. My figs today are just these gray ones. They're still the Zamora joggers, but these ones are not petite, and so they do have some like bunching around the ankles. I actually got them at a little like yard sale that the ICU was having right around when I first started working here, and so I was still like in the market for pants. Looking back, I wouldn't have gotten them because of the bunching around the ankles. Like, really what fits me is the shorter versions, but they're fine. I think I mentioned this before, but I like the Zamora joggers for the side pocket. That is the pocket that my phone always goes in. I had too many instances happen where I would put my phone in my back pocket and it would turn the flashlight on, which then is just quite embarrassing. So my phone goes in the side pocket along with my pen when I'm walking around for the day, and then usually in my back pocket goes my like big clunky work phone, because I don't have the same flashlight issue with that one. And then I'm still just wearing my old beat up Asics. I don't know if these are my Asics. They were beautiful and white whenever I started wearing them. I literally got them off Amazon. I'll make sure to update my Amazon storefront. want to have anything of relevance that you could possibly need just easy at your fingertips. I got them about a year ago. Look, they're literally wearing through, but that makes them so comfortable. And I think I mentioned this too, but I messed up my ankle. I don't know how I messed up my ankle. It's like in my Achilles. And so wearing my like super structured new On Clouds is not the move until that gets better, just because I can like feel it back there. But we had a staff meeting today. Other than that, I'm not positive what I have going on, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. I slept in this morning because for a workout, I'm actually going to a studio that I've never tried before in Roswell after work to do like I think it's called warm power. So it's like a warm room, like yoga, but yoga power tonight, which I'm excited for. I'm like kind of having to get over like not just coming home after work. I don't know why it's like on days that I don't have anything to do, I'm like, oh, I wish I like had things to do after work. And then on days that I've like scheduled and planned to do things after work, I'm like, oh, I just wish I could come home. So I need to work on that. But today's outfit, I'm wearing my purple Figs Zamora joggers. And then under here, I'm wearing a short sleeve mint Swiftly Tech shirt. And then I just threw this little quarter zip on top because it's 53 degrees right now. So definitely not like cold, but I would want more than short sleeves. I am about to gobble down, I think some cottage cheese for breakfast is my goal. And the juice that I just made too before heading to work. We didn't get groceries over the weekend because we still had stuff. And also it was our staycation weekend. And so I went to Target last night to get groceries. I do just like ethically feel the need to tell you that I do not support Target taking away their DEI initiatives and all of that, and I support Target boycott. I had a gift card, and so it's better for the boycott for me to use my gift card instead of Target already having the money and not giving items for it. So I did not pay any of my own money. It was a gift card for groceries. We still have some remaining if you see me at Target again, because it's the little things that count in today's day and age. And I support people boycotting companies that are doing dumb things. Ignore my Amazon boxes back there. I got some like laundry detergent and creatine for Zach, various things that we've been waiting on for a little bit. Hope you have a good day. I just got out of yoga and it was so good, but I feel like I had to battle everything in me to get here. So I left. I left on time from work, but I didn't leave like early on time. Like I didn't like rush out the door, and traffic was so bad getting here. I should have had like 20 spare minutes, and instead I literally was pulling up 2 minutes before the class started, which meant I was like stressed on the drive because I was like, how embarrassing for this to be like my first time here. You're supposed to arrive like, 10 minutes before, get your mat set up, everything. I was pulling up like 2 minutes in advance and then had to change in my car from my scrubs into my new pants. I don't think I've shown you these yet. This is like such an Anna color combo and I'm living for it. But I had to change into these pants in this car and then like stumbled into the area, basically the reception area, and they were so nice. Like the person at the desk was so nice. The instructor was so nice. It was like other yoga classes that I've taken before. I think I thought it was going to be like more muscle focused or something, like a little more exercisey, but it was just like yoga and it was warm, which was really good. Like the tense state that I was in when I entered is different than the relaxed state that I am in right now. So it was good. I'm gonna drive home now. Hopefully it'll take like a fourth the time to get home that it took me to get here. I'm in Roswell right now. I don't think I said that, which is why it took a long time to get here, but it was good. It was really good actually, like as I'm thinking about it. I don't think I would necessarily battle traffic to get here after a work night regularly, but I'm going to another class here on Sunday and I feel like that's gonna be a lot more pleasant because it won't be rush hour traffic and I can leave like very far in advance to not run 2 minutes ahead instead of like 10 minutes ahead. This is me today, 5 minutes before I'm leaving for work. This shirt will be what I'm wearing today. I do plan on taking the hair down and I do plan on changing out of sweatpants in the next 5 minutes, but I don't know yet to which pants I'll be changing into. Just like the stamina of a 5-day work week. It'll be great though. We're gonna do great. Bye. We have made it through another week. Thank you for joining me through this work week. I hope you enjoyed the like focus on a little bit of social work outfits. I know that nothing is like stand out literally at all, but because you ask so often, I did just want to show you what I wore in a week, along with the regular week in the life as well. If you like this video, make sure to like it and also subscribe. Maybe share it with a friend who may enjoy it too. Before you go anywhere, watch another video. YouTube seems to think you'll enjoy the one that's on the screen right now. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time.